All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Anthony Lee Crypto Channel. We are live. Sorry, I had to get two links here. We're having some more technical troubles with YouTube. We had these last week, and they had told me that it was. Excuse me one second. They had told me that it was because I had my VPN on, which I turned off, and we today, no problem, no hiccups, no nothing. But then today we started out the stream with some more technical difficulty. So hopefully everybody can hear me fine. Let me know in the chat if you're struggling to hear me or if you got me. All right, good. Get the VIP going too. Jane says, good morning, Jane. Letting a couple more people come in here. We got some price action going on. Morning, West Coast. Jack. Got some price action going on Bitcoin over the weekend and today. I'm going to let a couple more folks come in. Max, what's up, brother? Looking swole. Got my workout in this morning, guys. Went hit some back and biceps. Did a little outdoor filming yesterday too. Took the dog out. I have a Doberman named Edge. We took him out. Show you a couple little things. We're going to be releasing some of those shorts. Some little evergreen shorts. Got a little price action here on Bitcoin. Got a good little pump going, but we're going to let a couple more folks come in. I would jump right into it, which I am. We have... the U.S. market is already open, so we're going to go ahead and look for our usual daily trade on the 5-minute. Let me get flipped over there real quick, and we'll mark that out. Let's go to the FEMEX chart. I'm going to be trading on FEMEX today. But, guys, I got to tell you, we got the MEXC deal approved, and we are live on MEXC for our lowest fees and good free money just to sign up. I'll give you the link for that, but we are live on that. But I'm going to trade on FEMEX this morning because I just got the MEXC deal finalized today, and I haven't had a chance to go tinker around. Anyway, let me see. What am I doing? All right. I'm going to mark out the first 5-minute candle. We nailed this trade. I know some of you guys nailed this trade on Friday. See if we can't get it again. AFAC. I don't even want to know. Hey, AFAC. And my dog is out there kind of whining. He wants to come in here so bad. I would let him in here, but he would just be jumping all over the place. He's a big dog too, so. Switch down to 5 minutes. Still waiting on that first 5-minute trade to close. We got some things to cover today, guys. I've got some important things. Oh, wow, we got a good little 5-minute candle. Am I on the 5? Yeah, that's a good candle. Wow. Good market open here. Okay. I'm a little preemptive mark out, even though I know it's not closed. We could come back here. I'm just kind of jumping ahead of the game. You know how we roll with this trade, guys. We market the first 5-minute candle to open and close of the U.S. market open. Then we switch down to the 3-minute time frame, and we wait until about 8:45, and we look for the reaction and the change in stochastic there. Got some folks eager to move this morning. Look at this, guys. It's a huge week. I don't know why I have this little subscribe thing down here. Little subscribe thing. It's usually on my videos, but not my lives. I don't think. It's covering up my. I guess it does you guys a favor. You don't have to see me. I don't know why it's there. I can't figure it out. I was a personal trainer for 20 years, and I owned a gym, and people would come in my office, and my office was terrible. I had like an old desk, and somebody came in one time, and they'd had personal trainers for years, and they came in, they made a comment about my desk, like, wow, your desk is kind of scratched up, it's not the greatest, thinking that shows a sign of success. And I just looked at them and I said, would you rather a trainer that keeps an immaculate desk or one that spends very little time in the office and all the time back there making gains? And they were like, well, yeah, touche. You're right. So same thing here, guys. We nail the trade, so you're going to have some flashy person on YouTube who's giving you all the bells and whistles and making it look all pretty and losing all of your money. Or you can join us here in the ALC crew where we nail trades. Speaking of nailing trades, guys, did you guys, I gave it to my VIP crew yesterday in the VIP Discord. Did y'all get in on that trade? We did. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you right now. Boom. We made a little $3,500 this morning. A little copy and paste of the profit card. A little $3,500. Quick and easy. Gave it to you live in advance in the VIP Discord. Join us in the Discord, guys. We're still watching for this trade, guys. We're not there yet. Join us in the Discord. Here's where I gave it yesterday. We are long. I said we are long. This was at about 4:30 yesterday. We are long. Gave the rundown. About 7-8 minutes later, TP1 was taken. Stop loss moved to entry, and we'll let the rest ride. And at some point last night, we were up about 26% and up 70%. Quick $3,500 this morning. So looking for continued upside, and we're going to go over that here in just a few minutes after we get through this trade. John, looking at the opening candle, could be an awesome trade somewhere. Could be. I don't know. Bitcoin's kind of hitting a little pullback this morning, so we're going to take a look at all that. But trade given in advance in the VIP Discord. Join us, guys. Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us. Dipping below 90 now. Let's go and mark out the high side of that top 5. Switched out of the 3 minute time frame here. And we'll wait 7-8 more minutes. We just wait. We just wait. Guys, so if you go right now, go to my channel and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel in the links, and I'll put one in the pinned comments, but in the links of the channel description, you'll see these links. It has everything that I trade on, all of my affiliate links, things like that. You're going to find a MEXC link, okay? You can even find it on the website, AnthonyLeeCrypto.com. MEXC. You will not get this if you just go to their website and subscribe. You have to follow this link. This is a negotiated rate. I've gotten them down to the lowest possible maker and taker fees. They don't go any lower. Plus, you get a free $30 for signing up. And you qualify for up to $1,200 in free bonuses, which are super simple bonuses to lock in. But just get a free $30 just for signing up. You got to trade with it, but trade with it, double it, and then you can keep it. Pretty easy to do, especially if you're taking our trades in Discord. But MEXC, I also do a little bit of trading on Phemex. I spot trade on Kraken Pro. And I always use Proton VPN. I always use a VPN. You want to protect your privacy from scammers. Proton VPN. So back, we got some movement to the downside here. Look at this candle. Oh, wow. We had a little 15-minute order block down here. Uh-oh. What happened to my order blocks? We got time, guys. We still got another 6 minutes. Still got another 6 minutes. Let me see, guys. Hang on one sec. This is not the move we're looking for. Although it was a pretty good move. It's not the move we're looking for. Flux charts. All right, I got my order blocks on here now. We're coming into the 15-minute order block now, finding a little bit of support, which is good. I wish I'd have had this on. This was supposed to be on my chart. Oh, that's because I'm not on my right chart. That's why. I am not on my right chart. I did there to see, flip to my correct chart, and it's on there. Go figure. Go figure. That's okay. We're still not ready to take the trade, but we would have been looking for the trade. I want this box to hold. I really would like for this box to hold. Mark it out. Now that we're on the right chart. So we got 5 more minutes, guys. Still got 5 more minutes. What is that crossover indicator called again? The one with the blue and red line. West Coast. That's the stochastic. Stochastic. I'll show you. I have a different stochastic on. Mine's a little more complicated. You can use this one certainly. You see the description of it right there. But you can use the plain Jane regular old. Look at my cursor, stochastic. Okay, right there. This is the one I use. Relative strength index dash divergences, stochastic, blah 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 blah. It's the one that I use. It's a little more complicated. Certainly welcome to use it. Or you can use plain Jane stochastic. I'll put it on there for you. See, looks exactly the same. Looks exactly the same. Just has basically what I like about the other one. You see where it says cross up 91,395. That tells me on this particular time frame what price has to get to for this stochastic to cross to the upside, and I like that. It can get you in trouble though if you're not experienced, because you can front run things. You can front run them. All right, guys, we've got about 3 minutes to our 8:45 mark. We'll see what they want to do, and then we'll go over what I'm expecting for the day and really for the week. Oh, by the way, we got a big week this week. We're looking for FOMC, which reminds me, FOMC, that is the interest rate. You know how we looked at that big report, that PCE report, and price just violently one way and then the other on Friday? Expect the same at FOMC. FOMC is the interest rate. It is the biggest report generally. And the report isn't as important as the press conference that follows. We'll get the report at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the dot. They'll release the numbers. Okay, that can move the market, especially if it misses expectation. But it rarely, if ever, has missed expectation on this particular report. What happens 30 minutes later, we get the press conference, and that's where Jerome Powell comes out and basically is hawkish or dovish and says kind of what they expect for the next meeting, what the economy looks like, blah, blah, blah. So that's where the market moves really start to happen. Either way, it'll be a very volatile day most of the day. We will go live for that. We'll be here for the market open at 8:30 as always, but we'll also go back live at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. It'll be 1 o'clock my time because I'm in Mississippi. Guys, put a 1 in the chat if you took the trade I gave last night in the VIP Discord. I know some of you are in my VIP Discord. Put a 1 in the chat if you took that trade. I gave it to you. I told you that I'm long. Got a couple of 1s there. Good. Y'all should be significantly up. AFAC. AFAC. It's like the little Aflac duck. AFAC. Sorry, I'm not making fun. AFAC. You really go hit 98K soon. We're going to go over that in just a minute. We got 8:45 coming up here in 1 minute. We want to see if we get a strong reaction. If not, we'll dive into that. We got the trade last week at like 8:47. The big trade came in. I know some of you guys took it. John took the trade yesterday as well. Good. Big trade, guys. Big trade. Nice little bounce here. This is what you want to see. Came into this 30-minute order block, guys, and bounced. We could be in a little shaky ground if we lose this. See these fast moves up, boom, fast move down, fast move up, fast move down. These are volume gaps, guys. We don't want to fall back through these. We do have a lot of support right here, okay? We can come back down to 89 and change. We don't want to lose 90K, guys. We don't want to lose 90K. Let me just put it out there. We do not want to lose 90K. You know what happens when we lose 90K? I'll flip back to the other chart, but you've all seen it. Look at these fast move, big fast move, big fast. These are almost $3,000 moves. Look at this big fast move. We do not want to lose 90K. We can play around here a little bit. I'll show you why we're getting this move. It doesn't look like we're going to get our 845 big move. We just passed 845 and just kind of him hauling around. All right, let's jump right into it. Somebody let me know if they see this trade. You guys that are here often, you know what we're looking for. I want to move on, and let me set an alert. Set it on my FEMEX. Guys, go join MEXC. Use my link. This is probably the last time you will see me on FEMEX. We just got such a better rate on MEXC that I just locked in. I couldn't even believe they gave it to us. Okay, so let's go look at price action, what we kind of did today. I'll just zoom in on this chart here real quick. Let me turn off these order blocks. We got the gist. That's okay. We got a no trade here so far today. The trade came last night. So look, so we had this move up last night. Where did we give it? 89K. I get it right at 89K. 89 and change. I got it in right 89.54, I think. 89.054 right here. Okay. Had this week down, a little SFP right here. Bounced back up. We hit the golden pocket from this move. I'll show it to you. I'm going to show you what I expect next, so hang with me for a second. All right, so you can see we came down, got this move, came into the golden pocket, got the bounce. When we came back and reclaimed the golden pocket, I went long. Morning, August. I missed a trade this morning. No, you didn't miss it. We had a really kind of a no trade, at least so far. We could still get it. We're only 1 minute after. Last time it's 8:46. Last time it was 8:47 before the move happened. So we'll see. But I'll be honest, guys. I'm not sure how much we're going to get for the next couple of days. We have FOMC coming up. That's huge. And it's not 100%. Usually it's closer to 100%. Let's see what it is. I haven't looked at it this morning. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. The predicted percentage that we're going to get a 25 basis point rate cuts. Usually it's like 96, 97%. We're at 89%, guys, okay, which is pretty good. So it's mostly priced in, but it's not totally priced in. So you'll have a lot of people sitting on their hands. They're uncertain. The market does not like uncertainty, so they're going to sit on their hands, wait. I wouldn't mind seeing a lot of sideways chop here. It wouldn't surprise me anyway. Until Wednesday, and then we'll get major volatility, probably wipe out both sides. But look, had this move up, and this is what we were looking for. Actually had this on the chart before I went live, but you see this tip right here. I was hoping we would take it and bounce, which so far we have. Now we need to hold, okay? See this tip right here? Boom. This was the last tip. See, we came up, came down, and then we came back up slightly. Let me zoom in. Then we came back up slightly and took out the liquidity of anybody trying to long this, and then we moved to the upside. You guys see that? This is important. All right, so when you started to go to the upside, you see how this was stair step, stair step, stair step, stair step up, right? None of these lows got taken. None of them, right? See this? None of them. So that's just liquidity after liquidity after liquidity. So when they started coming to take the first low, it just created domino effect until they came down and liquidated all these folks all the way down to the bottom wick, which we did not want to lose. We wanted to capture liquidity here. So this move down is a good, healthy thing. A lot of people are like, oh my God, we were at over 92 earlier, now we're at 91.2. It's terrible. You have to come liquidate these folks. You can't just go up forever without grabbing liquidity. So as long as we can hold this, we're fine. Okay, fine and expected. Okay, we did exactly what we're supposed to do. What we don't want to do is come down and take this stuff. See, you have a similar situation here where it stair-stepped up to here before, boom, taking off. Liquidity all in this area. We don't want to come take that because then we're probably going to shoot for this low. And guess what? Right after that, this low. So we don't want that. And these are fast moves, guys. Fast moves if we lose this wick that we just put in. So the goal is to maintain this wick. That's what we want to see. It doesn't mean the move to the upside is over if we do lose it, okay? It does not mean that. It could just get a little dicey if we do. So it doesn't mean the move is over. Still a fib on. So I doubt we hit anything. Probably not even the 382. My dog's having himself a time in there. We hit the 382, but we did not come down to the 0.5. So tough to say. Tough to say. But either way, I don't think it matters, and I'm going to show you why, guys. So we held the 382. We bounced, held the 382. But let me show you what I'm looking for this week. Let me show you why. Let me go to a clean chart. Going to a clean chart here. Let's go to the Lionheart chart. I know most of you guys in my Discord have been looking for this trade. Thanos, if you're around, brother, I did look at this. First of all, the trade is still active. It is not failed. We got the long entry right here. So how the trade works for those of you that are new. This signal, I created this indicator. It's called the Lionheart indicator. It is a private indicator only available to my Discord members. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, join my Discord, either the VIP or free Discord. In there, I'll show it to you. You must be subscribed. You go under community stuff and indicators. Okay, once you're here, it'll pull this up and you have access to the indicators that I've created. None of these indicators are public. Okay, all of them, you must be a member here. You can follow the link, you can favorite them, add them to your chart. I've got the Wave Cipher B, which is phenomenal. I've got videos corresponding with these. Anyway, go get this indicator. So this indicator on the daily and 2-day time frame are 100%. They have never been wrong. They've never failed. Okay, now that does not mean, sorry guys, that does not mean that they cannot fail one day. And in fact, they probably will. Okay, stats are made to be broken, but thus far they've not. And so I'll take a 100% trade all day long. You just have to work within the parameters of the trade. So the parameters of this trade say when the 5 EMA crosses the 13 EMA, you get a long entry, and 100% of the time, price has gone to the 55 EMA, which currently sits at $98,000. Okay, it doesn't mean it goes straight up in a one-day candle. It can dance around. What it does mean is price has never, ever come below the previous swing low. So it has never come below this, and I know that's a really wide stop loss. I get it. Okay, I get it. But, you know, it's 100% stat. So if you can swing it and you can use low enough leverage to give yourself that type of stop loss, which I would normally never do in day-to-day trading, okay? Never, ever, ever. It's 100%. So we're looking for that to play out. Now, what's kind of interesting here is, and Thanos, I posted about this in Discord earlier. I'm not sure if you saw, brother, but most of the time, this trade plays out same day or within 3 days, probably 95% of the time. But I did go back to full history, and one time it took 24 days. 2 different times it took 10 days, and there were a few 6-7 dayers in there. So it's not unprecedented that we've been in this trade now for 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on day 5. Not unprecedented, okay? It's happened before. So we got, let me show you, we got the original cross where we longed, and we're currently getting a dip back down. We're currently getting a second cross. As long as we don't close below 91,382 today, we'll have a second cross, which to me is just confirmation that this trend is to the upside. This is not the only thing, but this is just one of the things, okay? Then we're going to trend to the upside. Next stop, 98K. Now, if it takes a few more days, guys, this 55 EMA is going to come down a little, so we might meet it somewhere around 97. So it just depends. But somewhere in that 97 to 98K, and there's a lot of confluence there, okay? I'm going to show you some other things I'm watching here, guys. Let's get to some regular TA, okay? So on the Wave Cipher B down here, this is my personal indicator that I created that you can get in the Discord, free. I shot a video on this yesterday. Go check out this video. It's super duper helpful. I'm going to show it to you real quick. Right here. The best trading indicator, simplified and free, if my page will load. It's right here. This is it right here. You see Wave Cipher B in the background. Okay, so what we talked about in that video are what we look for when we get the green dot. The green dot does not mean blindly enter, okay? First of all, I like being at support or resistance levels if I get a red or green dot, but that's not it. I want confluence, okay? So the confluence I'm looking for when I get the green dot, the higher the time frame, generally the more accurate and or more powerful the move, okay? So we got the daily green dot, which, by the way, guys, we got the weekly green dot also. I see it way down here. Big anchor wave of weekly green dot. This could be a massive move, okay? This is unconfirmed, but we do got it printing. Let's go back to the daily. So when we get this to let us know if we want to enter the trade, first of all, ideally on a green dot, we want to be money flow in the green, okay? This is money flow green and red, but it doesn't have to be. What we want to see, money flow is the most important thing by far. What we want to see, though, is money flow trending to the upside. That's the very first thing I'm going to look for when I get a green dot. Money flow trending upside. All right, do we have that? Check. Check number one. We want 3 checks. Check number one. The second thing I'm going to look for here, guys, is stochastic, which is this white line, okay? I want it trending to the upside, okay? Do we have that? Check, okay? The next thing that I want to look for are momentum waves trending to the upside. And it's really hard to see. Let me toggle this momentum wave, this money flow wave off so you can see, because it's hidden down here. It's behind the wave. Let's toggle that off. Okay, so I want the momentum wave to the upside. Do we have that? Yes, you can see it right here. Trending to the upside and actually pointing to the upside. So we've got all 3 in our checklist, okay? All 3. All 3 of our metrics are headed to the upside with the daily green dot. This told me that I need to enter this long, okay? And that's exactly what we did, okay? We entered the long right down here at 89K, okay? Actually, we got in the trade before the daily close. But when we got this at the daily open, and all 3 of these lined up, I knew we were in a good trade, and I just let it ride, and we're still in that trade, okay? So we're looking for some continued upside movement. Now, that doesn't mean you can't come back here or there. I mean, look right here. You had, you had a green dot here, right? Green dot on this candle. You follow me? Green dot. You came up. Everything looked good. Money flow was coming up. Momentum coming up. Stochastic. So this is a good trade to enter on this dot, right? Everything, all our checkpoints. But it doesn't mean you didn't come way back here and then continue to the upside. So you can still pull back something like this before coming to the upside. So this is totally fine, totally normal. This looks good. Confirmation that we're, again, unconfirmed, but confirmation that we should have a pretty good trade here is we're getting that weekly green dot as well, okay? Again, unconfirmed. One thing I don't like about it is thus far, so we got momentum clipping here. I covered this in the live stream yesterday. We've got momentum clipping, okay? See, it's clipping. It's pinching off here, just like it does here, pinched off before headed to the upside, so it's clipping. Unconfirmed. Stochastic headed up. Money flow still headed down at best, maybe starting to come sideways. So I don't necessarily like this as much on the weekly yet, but this is slower. It's a whole week versus a day. Just like an hourly is much faster than a day. So same thing. But this is a good start, okay? It's a good start. Just coming off a 5-day. Things kind of starting to go sideways out here, which means we could get some sideways action here. Shut down the 4-hour. 4-hour wanting to come to the downside a little bit, so you could have a little cooling off period. And I think that's what you're seeing right here. A little cooling off, but at the end of the day, that daily's pointing up and everything looks good there. So don't be surprised to see a little bit of downside movement here today. Find some support and then move on back to the upside, headed in towards Wednesday. I'll show you another thing. Let's look at CVD. See what we're doing here. I shared this with the Discord earlier. This is what we had earlier. I screenshot this. I'll need to update this, see what we're at now. But look here at this middle section here in orange. This is CVD, cumulative volume delta. This tells me how many buyers or sellers or longers or shorters are stepping into the market. Right here, when CVD is headed down, you can see it trending down, but this bottom section, open interest, is headed up. That's how many of these are actual real people stepping in to long or short the market, okay? CVD down, open interest up means people are stepping in to short the market, okay? Shorts, okay, CVD coming down, that's shorts, but is it real shorts or is it longers closing out or longers taking profit? That you determine that by open interest. So if open interest is coming up and CVD is coming down, that means these are active shorts coming in the market, okay? What was happening during this time with price, guys? Look, shorters coming in, price going up, okay? That means they were not strong enough to push the market down, okay? Even though they were trying their damnedest. I mean, they were entering shorts. You can see it on the chart. How that generally happens is you got a whale. See my little whale drawing? I stole this from Casper, by the way. He does this. You got a whale sitting here absorbing these shorts, okay? This whale is stronger than the shorters, okay? And what's going to happen eventually, this whale should, unless the shorters really step in and kind of pick up their game, this whale is eventually, once he has his bags filled, once enough shorters, enough liquidity is built up, where they've tried everything they can to bring the market down and just can't bring it past him, he's going to move this price up violently and quickly to the upside and snatch all their liquidity, okay? That's what we're expecting. This gives confluence to the daily green dot with our 3 check marks going to the upside. So this is a 30-minute CVD, by the way. So this could take some time to play out, hours to maybe even a day or two. If it was on the 1 minute time frame, sometimes those play out intraday, certainly intraday on the 1 minute, oftentimes intra-hour. But on the 30-minute, this could take a day or so to play out. So, but this is what it's shaping up to be, guys. Okay. So everything's pointing to the upside, even if you get a little bit of take profit or downside momentum in the short time, okay? We do have, let's see what we got coming up here. Okay, so we've got, switch down to the 15 minutes, go to the 5-minute time frame. See if I have anything. So we do have some shorts coming in here, guys, and actually, give me 1 second. Let me see what's up here. You can see a lot of shorts coming in here, guys. They're moving the price a little, but they're really not moving the price a lot, but they are moving the price a little. Okay, guys, you see some shorts starting to step in here on this candle. And this is probably not real shorters. Where you're going to find this bottom section here is liquidations. You're probably going to see a... Hang on 1 second. Probably going to see a red candle appear here sooner rather than later. And that's going to show that longs are being liquidated. So this may not actually be shorts stepping in. It could be some shorts stepping in, but the bulk of the move is probably going to wind up being longs being liquidated, which is fine. That's part of the game. But that's okay. Overall, in the big picture, you got the big picture here. They're trying to short the market. They're trying to move it down. It's working a little right now. These are liquidations. We already covered this. All this liquidity right here, we looked at on the chart. On the stair step up, they just grabbed all of this liquidity, but it hasn't been enough to push price down the way they want. This whale sitting here holding the bags. He's going to move it up violently on them. Violently, guys. And we're going to be targeting. Let's go back to our main chart. Let's go back to our main chart. See where our targets are for the upside. Here we go, guys. We're on the Bybit chart on the 4-hour time frame. All right, we got the big target up top here. This 97 to 98K range, that's what we're looking for. I got a couple other metrics we're going to go over in just a second, but leading up to that, first of all, you've got these highs right here that must be taken out. There's a lot of liquidity there. Let's take a look at that real quick before we go any further. Going over to the heat map, you can see it right here. This liquidity that I just highlighted on the map there, this big yellow spike here, 94.4. Okay, this is the Binance chart. 94.4 got this big spike. Look up above, all the way up here to 98K-ish. You got all this heavy liquidity, guys. This is where they want to take the market to. They want to come grab this liquidity. Okay, and that goes in perfectly with our green dots and our metrics that we just covered and our CVD bullish divergence, okay? Everything's pointing up to that area. Here we got a macro 382. That macro 382 comes in from our bottom to top. So all the way up to the top. 126K, I think it was. 126K to the bottom. We got the macro 382 right there. I'm getting a little laggy here, guys. Sorry. But we also got the local golden pocket here, 97, 98K. We got 2 daily naked pointing controls, a weekly naked pointing control. This is our area, guys, and you can see we covered this on the smaller time frames of what we're doing now. But look at this. As we step down, ding, 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 ding. Look at all this liquidity right here, guys. Look at all, not to mention this right here, which we just showed on the heat map, but look at all this liquidity that's going to reside above here. So this is our target, guys. Not only that is our target for liquidity, it is also our target based upon our Lionheart trade that we covered here, right? You remember that? 55 EMA. 55 EMA target that our indicator fired off on. That is our target right at 98K. EMA is coming down, so if it takes it a day or two to reach it, it's going to be somewhere in the 97K area, but that's our target for that, which coincides with our 618, our daily and weekly naked pointing controls, and that big liquidity spike on the heat map. Let's see. Cat's been using a wave saver indicator, way more helpful than the famous one. Yeah, listen, that other indicator, you know which one I'm talking about, guys. It is great. I mean, I built my trading career on it, so I've used it. And you can toggle settings on and off there. I'm not knocking it. But you have to go customize it. And just for kind of the beginner or intermediate trader, the one that I've created, you don't have to toggle anything. It is stripped down to the basics, all you need. So it's more what I call user-friendly for me. And for a lot of folks in my Discord who've been asking for things like that, I do mentorship programs, guys. We offer that on our webpage. Go to AnthonyEliteCrypto.com right now. Check it out. We do offer the VIP Discord there and one-on-one mentorship programs. I do live Zoom calls with you. So we go over hour-long Zoom calls, multiple. You can get 3 or 6 sessions. And I will show you top-down analysis, how I approach a chart, how I take a trade, how I exit a trade, where I set my targets at. You can ask me any questions you want. It's kind of like hiring a personal trainer. You can hem-haul around the gym for 6 months and make no progress, or you can break down and hire a personal trainer, and in 2 months you have a completely different body. So same thing here. Don't take a bunch of losses and learn the hard way. Go ahead and get in that mentorship program on the website and let me teach you, and then you can do it right away. Right away. Right now, the 5 and 13 are touching at the 5 cross. Yeah. Yeah, supporting the strategy. I like the strategy. I like any strategy that's 100%. But it looks good. This looks good. This is a good target, guys. I like this target. For those of you who aren't really kind of riding the Lionheart thing, you might go look to take a profit. We should come take these out. We showed this little yellow spike right here in 94.4-ish. We should come take that out, so that'd be a good TP area. I'm in the long trade from 89K. I might get stopped out here. My stop loss is at 90.3. And that's okay if I do. We've already locked in $3,500 in profit on it, so that's okay. We only have about 10-15% of the trade still running. It's a good little move down. Let's see what happened on our... We got totally distracted and missed our possible trade for the day that we look for every day. We got totally sidetracked. My fault, guys. See where it was. See what happened. Yeah, it was right there. Still don't like it. To me, this was a no trade day on this 845. You got the move back up at 835. So it was a little sooner than we were anticipating. Let's see if we can get a trade right in here, though. Turn on some VWAP. We're probably well below VWAP. Yeah, we're well below VWAP. A nice little bounce trade back up to VWAP would be nice here. If we can hold this area, the problem is if we get into this, guys, if we get into this, see how fast we came down through this stuff right here? We turn VWAP off. This stuff right here, how fast we came to capture this liquidity. If we come down into this, we're going to come grab this liquidity soon, and we do not want to close below this. Okay? Anybody know why? Anybody want to know why? Give you 2 seconds. Anybody know why we don't want to come down below that? Well, it's because, that's right, Jack, market structure. You're going to change market structure if you come below that. And you're going to start a downtrend on the 15-minute time frame. See here you got higher highs, higher lows, higher high, so far higher low. But if you come down below this line, you're going to change market structure then. Okay, guys, we don't want that. So we need to hold that line in the sand, guys. We're right at 90K. Right at 90K. 89.9. We need to hold 90K, guys. Can we get a market structure video? Yeah, absolutely. Market structure is simple. But yeah, for sure. Market structure is simple. You just really take out this squiggly. You just look on different time frames, whatever time frame you're interested in. You're trading on for the direction of the market trend. Market trend, same as market structure. See right here on the 4-hour time frame, we're in a market structure is an uptrend. See higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows, right? But that's on the 4-hour. If you zoom out to the daily, we're in a clear downtrend, okay? So you can be in multiple market structures, multiple trends within an overall trend. So it kind of depends on the time frame you're wanting to trade. So let's see what we look for a bounce trade here before I let you guys go. We're picking up some steam to the downside. We're grabbing this liquidity, guys. So on a fib here, we might take a trade. We'll look for our divergences. Coming into 618 now. All right, coming into where we want to bounce from, guys. This is the drop we've been looking for. 90.2, 90.1K. Let's see if we get some bear or bull divs here. We're coming down with some speed, though, guys. I don't know. I don't like this. We just tapped into golden pocket. Getting a little bit of reaction out of it. Not getting the reaction we want to see, though. So far, got some good divs on the 12-minute, though. Still not getting the reaction we want to see. Money flow's headed down. We're coming lower. Probably fixed to come for all of this, guys. Hitting the bottom of the golden pocket now. If we come below the 702, we're fixing to grab all this liquidity, guys. Most likely. We could just grab this one right here. Gonna bounce up out of there. I would have liked to have come down in this order block before taking a trade, but we are getting a bounce up out of there, guys. If we come down to the 786, I will probably take a trade. It's a good order block. It's a bullish order block. We've got some bullish divergences. 24-minute, 12-minute, unconfirmed. All coins are holding up though. It's like dominance is coming down today. All coins are holding up. That world coin I always tell you guys about is up over 4% for now. Maxic Go Alts. Yeah, I got some alt bags myself. I'm just riding them. If I gotta round trip them, that's what I gotta do. I'm not selling. I think this cycle might be a little different, guys. I put out a whole video on this, when alt season. I think this cycle might be a little different. Getting that bounce from the golden pocket, guys. I didn't like this trade. Got some divergences, but it just didn't come down to where I want it to come down to. It doesn't always happen that way, though. You don't catch every trade. The market doesn't do what you expect it to do all the time. This is a good one, though. If any of you guys took this from the golden pocket, good job. But watch out. Make sure you get your stop loss in place. This thing can roll back over and come down to the 786. Guys, we're going to be doing a workshop too. First of all, go join that mentorship program, but we're going to be unveiling a workshop. I'm going to be posting about this tomorrow on the live stream. I'll probably show it as well, but we're going to do a workshop. I'm going to post about it in Discord today where you can sign up. You can join this workshop. However many people, we're going to do it live on Zoom. It's going to be a 2-hour workshop coming up in a few weeks. Register for it and join us on that workshop. If you can't join us for whatever reason, it will be recorded, and anyone who registers will be sent a link to the workshop. We're going to go through basically everything we do, top-down analysis, how we take trades, how we enter trades, how we long, how we short, how we take profit, everything. Answer questions, Q&A. It's going to be super cheap because we want to get a lot of people in there. I want to help a lot of folks out. And I keep it real with you guys. A lot of people will sit here right now and be like, this is it. We're going to 200K by Thursday. I'm going to keep it real, even if it hurts your feelings, because we can make money whether it goes up or down. We just have to accept that it can go up or down and then trade it. Okay? So we don't have to make money. We don't only make money if it goes up. Although we sure would like for it to go up, because I know we're holding those altcoin bags. Got out with a dog yesterday, guys. I posted a little picture under our community tab. Go check out our community tab. Visit the community. I'm going to be posting these shorts, some evergreen stuff later, but later today. But we posted a little, look at us out there. There he is. A little edge. Little edge. Oh, we're really laggy, guys. There he is. We're out playing a little frisbee. Got him running around, doing some trading chat. How much do you weigh? I am 6'2", about 230. 6'2", about 230 or so. Fluctuate. Cats is very cool. I'm sure that will be super helpful. He is so cute. Who? Me or the dog? I'm just kidding. Yeah, he's cute. He's a handful. Hey, you can borrow him for a day if you ever want to borrow him. He's all yours. Can get Edge for a day. He would love that. Thanks, West Coast. Yeah, he's cool. He's really cool. Doberman, about 2 years old. He weighs about 100 pounds. He's actually a European Doberman. Most American male Dobermans get to between like 80 and 90 pounds. He should top out about 110, 115. So he's a big boy. Ship him out to California. This dog, yeah, that would be interesting. It would be interesting. I'm not sure how much you would like riding in a crate. But hey, you line it up, I'll make it happen. All right, guys, taking some questions here before we get off. Anybody want to see anything? Somebody asks in the VIP chat about dominance. Let's take a look at dominance real quick. Let's take a look at dominance. Look at WorldCoin up over 5% now, guys. WorldCoin's going to rip. I'm telling you guys, if you don't own WorldCoin, you are missing out. WorldCoin is going to rip when things get up and going. I know the chart looks terrible. Most altcoin charts do look terrible, but when things get going, watch for WorldCoin. Oh, guys, this looks great. Broken out of this multi-year, 3.5 year uptrend for Bitcoin dominance. Broken down from it. Finally, bearish back test, coming back down. Same thing here. We looked at the liquidity on the Bitcoin chart, how it stair-stepped up. Got this wick here, all of this stuff. As soon as you start breaking this first wick here at about 58.5, you should shoot right down below this wick, okay, guys? And then you might find a little bounce here, and then you know what's up. We've talked about this. I did a whole video on dominance. Get below this white line here, guys. That's the target, 53.5-ish. And look to the left. Look at the volume profile, guys. Need I say more? Massive, massive volume gap all the way down to the point of control here. This is your alt season right here, guys. We need to get below 53.5. Okay? That's it. That's it. That's what you want to see. Oh, Thanos, you have no idea, brother. I will ship him to Canada, and you can wear him out. He is, especially at 2 years old, he's like a teenager. He's just non-stop. I mean, a full-time job. So when I owned my gym, which I just recently sold, I think I've told you guys I was a personal trainer for 20 years, I owned a gym. And for the last couple of years, I would just take him to the gym with me. It was a warehouse-style gym. And he would just go run around the warehouse all the time. So it was really cool. But he's a lot. He's a lot. I love him though. He is so sweet. But if he doesn't know you, I came in the other day. We went to our property. As a matter of fact, I did a live stream from a coffee shop. We went out to the property. We've got a bunch of acreage out there in a big house, and went to check on some things. And it's out in the rural area, a lot of woods. So I was wearing some camo, and it was really cold, and I put on a face mask. I was just messing with him, put on a face mask. There was a big glass front, huge Victorian house, big glass door. And I came back in about an hour or so later, and I was standing at the door, and he saw me, and he was ready to go. And so he ran upstairs to let Mama know somebody was here, and he came backstairs, and I had to ease the door open, and he was standing on that door, and I took a step to go up the steps towards him, and I made he was ready to go. I was really proud of him. Then I took my mask off, and he ran and jumped and licked me all over the face. So that's my boy. Check out those shorts we're going to post today. It's not a lot with him. He's in every one, but he's running around chasing Frisbee and stuff while I'm chatting away. Yeah, he is definitely a bodyguard. I mean, he's playful if he knows you, but strangers, he is not playful. But he's super sweet. He's super sweet. He just, you want to make sure he knows you before you try to come in this house. I promise you. Yeah, doing what he was bred to do. That's right. That's right. All right, guys, that's a look at dominance. That's a look at Bitcoin. Just to recap, we're headed down sub 90K. We need to bounce back above 90K today. This is okay. A little wick down is fine. We need to bounce back. Let's see if we're getting any divs. We were looking for a trade here-ish. I'd like to come into the 786. Kind of getting a reaction here from the 702. Not seeing any divs on the 3 minutes. No divs on the 6 minute, 1 minute. Kind of got a little bear dip here on the 1 minute, but I don't like it. Money flow still rolling over to the downside. I don't like this. However, you're set up inverse head and shoulders on the momentum, and this does play out just like you see in price action. Got a shoulder, head, shoulder if we can maintain, and you get a big move to the upside. So this looks good, actually. Yeah, this is a no trade, guys. This is a no trade for me. I would rather come into this 786. So if you're looking for a trade, for me it's the 786, around 89, 789, 6. Ooh, we're trying to come into there now. Speak it into existence. If we tap it, I might take a trade here, guys. If we tap this, might take a trade here, guys. Sorry, looking up Fimex for the last time. Go join the MEXC, follow the link. Let me put it in there for you. Still taking any more last second questions here, guys. There you go. MEXC link. It's a good rate, guys. We negotiated this down. $30 just for signing up, free to trade with. Lowest fees. Ounce in here. Gosh, dog, look at this. We're on Fimex. I bet you we just front ran this. I bet you we came into it on Bybit, which is why I do all of my charting on Bybit. Let me see if we came into it here. Yep. Look at that, guys. This is why I do all of my charting on Bybit. You want to chart where the most volume is, because that controls the market. See, we missed this trade, came into it, the 786 on Bybit, which is what matters. We're over here looking at the Fimex chart because that's what I'm trading on. That's what I'm getting off of Fimex, guys. And look at this. We front ran it. See that little gap in between there? We front ran it. I had an order. I just put it in, set it at 89,660, and we just front ran that sucker. I missed it the first time when it came down and bounced. I went and put it there, and we missed it. But even still, we didn't come into it. We came into it on Bybit. Good trade, guys. If y'all caught this, I know better than the trade, or than to chart on another chart. This should have been a good trade. Scalp trade anyway. All right, guys, so that's it. That's what we're looking for. To recap, we are looking for continued upside. This is normal profit taking, guys. We're still higher low, lower high structure in place for now. We're looking for a move up and out of here over the next couple of days going into FOMC on Wednesday. Join us live for Wednesday. We'll be on stream here at 2 p.m. Wednesday Eastern time. Okay, join us live for that. We will have massive volatility going to that 2 and 2:30 press conference. So we will see you then, guys. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.